Welcome to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician. Today we're going to be going into the Amazon tool deals for the week. These are either going to be items that I found that are on sale, even items that at their full price or list price I believe to be good deals, or items I find interesting and would like your guys' input on if you guys have used them. I will also have all of these items that we go over today. Each one of them will have their own independent link in the description for you guys, and then there will be two additional links that says tools and tools continued. Those are going to be two links that take you to a long list of tools of items that I've went over in the past or other items that I suggest. So that's all there for you guys. The first one up we're looking at is the Performance Tool Hammer Set. Now this is geared more towards your weekend warriors, DIYers. Unless you do a lot of work with hammers, then obviously you're going to want to step it up. Some of the higher quality hammers can get quite expensive. And then there's some out there that are actually decently priced for some USA made hammers. But if you're just looking for a very affordable set and you're not necessarily looking for something made in the USA, this is a good one for those DIYers, weekend warriors, just because it's kind of a well-rounded set, more geared for, automotive mechanic type work over, carpentry or, anything like that. But this is going to include a 12-ounce brass plated hammer, 16-ounce ball peen dead blow hammer, and a 24-ounce dead blow. Dead blows and ball peen dead blows are just fantastic, really good at controlling rebound, a little bit easier on you as well. And then the brass one is just nice in case you are doing any work that you don't want to cause any sparks. Let's say you're replacing a fuel pump or anything like that and you're hammering the ring on or off. That's a good place to use something like the brass hammer or a brass punch. And so I think this is a really good set. Now, this is at $30 right now. When I added it to my list, it was down to like $20. So I think $30 for this set is still fantastic. That's $10 a hammer. But if you can catch it on sale, it's a fantastic deal, especially for around $20. So keep in mind that it will go to that price. I just don't know how often. But even at the $30 price range, I still think it's great. It's got 4.4 stars at 425 ratings. And Performance Tool is just kind of, I can't remember which automotive store it's at. It's, AutoZone or O'Reilly's or Advanced. One of those carries Performance Tool. Kind of your lower to mid-tier brand. You can get some pretty good stuff for a really good price. And then some of it, you can kind of tell what the cheaper stuff is. So that is the first item up on the list today. Next up, just another product from Performance Tool. This is just a simple hook and pick set, and it is very, very affordable. It has a list price of $13. It's down to $6.63. It has 4.4 stars at 1,004 ratings, and this is going to be a 6-piece set. Here you can kind of see what's included a little bit better there. I have the OEM tools, exact same thing as far as the handles. It's just a flat blade or a spoon pick, basically. For doing like O-rings, it's called an O-ring pick. Instead of having pointed hooks and picks, it's got a flat tip. But I use it a lot for work, removing clips and things like that. Fantastic. Very cheap, not something that I put a lot of stress on. There are some really good USA-made hook and pick sets out there for, I'd say $16 to $25. You can actually get a lot of USA made picks out there. But if you're looking for something really affordable, these have a little bit of extra length to them. You get a good variety, being 6 pieces. They are all smaller picks, no larger ones included, but still a good selection. Something for that light duty use. $6.63. I mean, that's pretty dang cheap. And they're just a dual coated handle. The black portion is a rubber. The red is a plastic. No, it's not the highest fit and finish, but I have the 4-piece set from OEM Tools, and it's been fantastic. I probably had it close to 3 years and use it almost on a daily basis. Once again, light duty use. I think it's a great deal. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Next up is a set from Dewalt. This is their Ratcheting Wrench Set. This is the SAE. They do have metric as well. The metric is at 120. These have actually went up quite a bit in price over the last few years. I bought these sets maybe a little over 6 years ago, And it was right after I had picked up a Matco set, and I was having issues with my Matco set. It was constantly jamming up, and I thought I was going to have to return them because I was having issues with so many of them. But just after use and slapping them on the concrete a few times, they finally broke in and started operating the way they were supposed to. But during that time, I was getting really frustrated, and I took the chance with this set. I wasn't expecting much because I wasn't familiar, or I didn't have experience with Dewalt hand tools. I used a lot of their power tools, but not their hand tools. And so I took a chance on these. I picked each set up, the metric and the SAE set, for $100 each. And obviously, over the last few years with inflation and everything else that's ridiculous going on in the world, these have gotten up there. The typical price for this set is $118. Their list price is above that. So while $105 isn't the best price they've ever been, I think it's a great price. I was blown away by this set. As long as they haven't changed anything in the 6 years that I've owned it, as long as nothing's changed, this set's been fantastic. No binding issues, no ratcheting issues. They're reversible. They do just have a slight tooth for anti-slip in the open end. Overall, a really smooth operating, good quality ratcheting wrench. Very nice chrome job on it. Once again, I wasn't sure what to expect. I was hoping for the best, and they outperformed what I was expecting for the price and what I was purchasing. And that's what really got me into looking at more Dewalt hand tools. Now, granted, some of them are cheap. Some of them I wouldn't think about purchasing. But Dewalt does actually have some really good hand tools, like their 192-piece socket set. Some of their socket sets are fantastic for the price. And I think this is another one from Dewalt that they did right on. It is a 72-tooth mechanism for the ratcheting mechanism, which is a 5-degree arc swing. The image is not great. You can see these size markings. It's on both sides, both ends. You just have like a knurled portion here. You can see kind of that rectangle there. That's a little bit of knurling. The reverse switches work really nicely. So I think for a reversible ratcheting wrench set, $100 or just right around that $100 price range is fantastic. It does have a 15-degree offset for the open end. And yeah, I just figured I'd share that with you. Now, mine did come in like a little plastic case. This one comes in a roll pouch, so a little bit nicer than what I got. But that is the third item for today. Last up, we were looking at the Allpowers portable power station. This more specifically the R600. I got this, I'd say, a month and a half ago now. I have this one, which is my smallest power station, and then I have my River 2 Pro that I purchased maybe a little over a year ago, coming up on a year. And this Allpowers R600 and my River 2 Pro are my camping power stations. I also have the Delta 2 Max, which I use as a UPC for everything here in my garage, but that is a bigger unit. This thing's fantastic if you're just going out camping or going out on a day trip with some friends. Not only it has a wireless charger on top, which is 15 watts, which is great, so it charges pretty decently for a wireless charger, better than most vehicles actually. Then it's called the R600 because it's got a 600 watt inverter, but the battery capacity is 299 watt hours, so just keep that in mind. It does have surge protection up to 1200 watts. It does have Bluetooth connectivity to the app, which you can make adjustments on charge. You can fast charge, standard charge, or eco charge, or mute charge is what they call it, I believe. But this thing's just fantastic. Once again, for so you don't have to run your vehicle if you're going to bring a work laptop or your phones or camera batteries. It also ran my powered cooler for 29 hours. So my River 2 Pro ran it for just shy of 3 days. This one ran it for 29 hours, which is really impressive for a 299 watt hour power station. The other great thing about this is it's like 12 pounds, so very, very light. So any 1 to 2 day camping trip, this is the one that I take. If we're going to go for 2 or more days, then my River 2 Pro is the one that I'm going to go after, just because even though it runs my cooler for 29 hours, it also depends on the outside temperature, anything else that may be plugged into it, but this thing can be charged from 0 to 100% in 1 hour on the fast charge. So that's really nice. Plus I have a 100 watt solar panel for it. So really for any 1 to 2 day trips, it's fantastic because I don't have to worry about it running out. And I just love how small and versatile it is. It's got 2 USB-C ports rated at 100 watts each, 2 USB-A ports rated at 18 watts each. You got 2 AC ports, a DC port, a built-in flashlight, and then the wireless charger on top. And then once again, I think the solar, it accepts up to 220 watts of solar. And as you can see, it's $270, which is very affordable. It's much better than the Jackery of its size. If you compare this to the Jackery of the same size, then this one is definitely a much better one. It does have the LiFePO 4 battery, which is a much better battery than the Jackery. And then it comes with a $60 coupon. So this thing's actually, you can find it anywhere from $180 to $210 usually. So I think that's a fantastic price for a smaller power station. I already have a video posted specifically on this power station. You can also use this as a UPC. Once again, all of these items will be linked down in the description if you want to go ahead, check this out, go over all of the details. Definitely some really, really good products that we went over today. So let me know your guys' thoughts. Once again, those links are down there, not just for the items that we went over today, but other items that we've went over in the past as well. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure to smash that thumbs up, leave a comment down below of your guys' thoughts. And as always, if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.